Well, let's start with the basics. Are you strictly into guys?
Yeah.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Do you get hit on by girls?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
But more guys than girls?
Yeah, and it's kind of weird. I feel like some of my friends that are girls end up liking me. Like,
Oh,
it's
wow.
weird. Yeah. I don't know.
Have you lost friends because it's gotten to that point and you got to curve them?
Not exactly, but I can tell by the way that they act towards me. Like, they're like too possessive and like, you know what I mean? They become really territorial. So I'm like, okay, this doesn't feel like a friendship anymore. This feels like something else, you know what I mean? But it hasn't been like broken because of that. It just kind of got weird. Yeah.
Does it ever come to some sort of understanding like, look, I mess with you as a friend, but hey, this is as far as it goes? Or is it like an inferred thing?
Nah, it's just kind of like an elephant in the room. Like, we just both know it, but I don't speak of it. They don't speak. Yeah,
okay.
It's not like it happens all the time, but it's happened before.
I see.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to guys, what do you look for? What are some characteristics?
Well, I don't like to say I look for it in a guy, but when I'll say I like certain things in a guy.
Okay.
What I like in a guy is I like a man that's been through a lot, not like what everyone else has been through. You know, of course, everyone goes through, you know, lots of like mishaps and stuff, but a man that just has been through a lot, because everything comes with it. Like, a man that's been through a lot, just like I've been through a lot, it just makes them, if they are a solid person, it just makes them a stronger person, makes them more open-minded. It just, you know, gives them a lot of characteristics you just can't pick up. You can't copy. It's authentic, you know what I mean? I need a man who knows how to move. I don't like when I know more than a guy. Like, you know what I mean? When I have to tell him, yo, why are you doing that? You know, chill, you know, stuff like that. That too. And just a sensitive man that's still masculine, you know, stuff like that.
So somebody that's experienced some things in life. Does that...
Yeah.
Now, there are some young guys that have seen a lot. And there's older guys that have seen a lot. Is it a certain age range when it comes to somebody that, you know, you like that they have some sort of experience or some sort of seasoning or maturity, whatever you want to call that?
Yeah.
Is there a certain age that you look for? I mean, and again, I use the word or phrase look for, but I know you're not looking for it. But is it a certain checklist? Okay, this guy is over this certain age, so, you know, he should have some sort of wisdom and etc.
Well, typically...
Like, there might be some women that if somebody's under 25, they're not going to mess with them.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like that, not on purpose, but it's just older men know how to deal with me better. Of course, you know, younger guys, I'm not saying that all younger guys are immature. I've met some guys that are 30, and I've met some guys that are like 24, and the 24-year-old is a lot more mature than 30-year-old, you know? But I just typically don't talk to younger guys just because they haven't experienced their whole, you know, girl phase, like being, you know, out there. And a man has to go through that in order, I feel like most men have to go through that in order to know what he really wants and in order to be faithful later on. You know what I mean?
What's the oldest person you've been with? As far as age?
I've talked to a guy, I think he lied about his age.
He lied that he was older than what he was or younger than what he was?
From what I know, he's like 34, 35, but I think he's really like 38, 39.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's questionable. That question's up in the air because I don't know myself. Yeah.
So safe to say that that relationship didn't last too long?
No, it was dishonesty. If you lie about your age, like, you could lie about tons of other things.
Why would a guy lie about his age?
Probably because he feels like I'm really picky, so he feels like he has to be like perfect for me. Like, he just doesn't want to lie. Like, he knows if he's too old that I'm probably not going to talk to him or won't even give him a chance, or I might look at him like he's a dad or something. I don't know. I really want to ask that. I should ask that.
Because it's common for women to lie about or fib about their age.
About being older or younger?
Well, either or. Sometimes I'll ask a woman, hey, how old are you? And they'll be like, that's not an appropriate thing to ask. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
I've come across that.
Yeah.
More so than a guy would be shy to reveal how old they are.
Yeah, some women are, just like you're not supposed to ask a woman how much she weighs.
Good point. It's a respect type of thing.
Yeah, or they're just not comfortable being the age that they are. Like a lot of people I notice, they're not comfortable about telling their age if they're not where they want to be at in life. You get what I'm saying? People who are older, they'll say they're older because they're at where they want to be. People that are older and haven't reached the expectations they wanted to, they typically lie. I noticed that.
Now, what about as far as you kind of gave me some characteristics that you like, but what about as far as looks-wise? As far as build-wise in a guy?
I'm not shallow. I'm a deep person, so I really tend to look towards the insides. What comes from the inside comes from the outside, comes to the outside. I don't discriminate, of course, but I do like lengthy guys. Like, I don't like really buff guys. Some girls like when a guy is like super buff and
muscular,
just like, muscular.
Athletic.
Yeah, and I don't really like that. Of course, I want him to be, in shape and stuff. I don't want to be working out with you and you're all the way back there and I'm like, catch up, But he definitely has to be in shape, just lengthy. I kind of like them skinny.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Me, like I've been with someone who's honestly not that attractive, but his, personality and his demeanor and his confidence made him very attractive. So, you know what I mean? It's like, I didn't see what was on the outside. I seen what was on the inside.
What about like skin color, complexion, ethnicity? Are you attracted to other Asians? Do you date other Asians, or do you like other types of ethnicities and backgrounds?
Yeah, I'm from Cali. Like, everybody dates everybody there. You'll see a white guy with a black girl, Asian guy with a Mexican girl, Indian girl, So I really don't discriminate.
So lighter skin, darker skin doesn't matter to you?
No.
Okay. Now, do you intimidate men?
Of course. Of course. I was just talking about that.
What do you think it is that they're intimidated by? Is it your looks, your personality, your profession, popularity?
All of the above. It's not like they're intimidated, like, oh, I'm going to beat them up. Like, they're scared of that. It's like they're intimidated of who I'm around. Like, I'm around a lot of important people, and they are I make people insecure. Like, girls, men, I make a lot of people insecure, so they start to feel insecure about who I'm around, or, yeah.
I get it. Now, what about the romantic side of things? Most romantic things someone has done for you, or you have done for someone else so far, if anything. Some people, believe it or not, haven't really experienced that side of life. So nowadays, it's different. Times have changed.
I'm not going to say too much, but, like cute stuff, like setting up something with like rose petals and like, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Do you like romantic stuff or not really? Like, are you into the lovey-dovey stuff or not really?
With the right person, I am. I'm really not. I'm like not big on hugs. I'm not a really touchy-feely person to begin with. That's just the type of person I am.
Were your parents like that?
Yeah.
Like they didn't really kiss in public or hold hands and stuff like that?
Yeah, I don't know if it's an Asian thing, but, I always thought, oh my gosh, they're kissing in public. I always thought it was not an embarrassing thing, but it was just like a, oh my gosh factor, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Now, what about industry men? Do you prefer industry men or non-industry?
I wouldn't say I prefer industry men over non-industry or non-industry over industry, but I've dated both, And honestly, I like to be spoiled with time. So I notice a lot of industry men, they're just so busy. You know what I mean? But I don't want like a regular person that's just not doing nothing. I like him to be, I don't know, like very artistic, but he doesn't have to be in the industry. I would say this. It depends on situation. Yeah.
So you're not opposed to either or?
Yeah. It's not like, oh, I can't date him because he's this and that. No, I don't do that.
Who wears the pants in the relationship you're in? Are you the bossy type? Or are you the submissive type?
Well, relationships I've been in.
Did you wear the pants or did they?
Both. Or maybe they just made it seem like I did. I mean, I like to think that I do. But, you know, not on no, like, dominatrix, like, you know, because I think that's weird. But, you know, I like to think or know that I'm doing something or running stuff, you know.
You have a Korean ethnicity. From what I know about Asians are, you know, the women in Asian culture are submissive.
They are. And, you know,
But you're Americanized.
I am. I was born in America.
Yeah, Hawaii.
Hawaii.
So you're like an Americanized Asian. So
yeah,
you might not have all the submissive traits
like,
or qualities like your mom.
Like, no, my mom actually isn't submissive either.
Oh.
Like, me and my mom are very both, like, strong. My mom's a G. Like, we're both, like, very strong women. Like, I can say this. We'll be submissive to the right person, but that we trust to lead us. You know what I mean? But, like, we're just not submissive. Like, we're really, like, bossy and, you know what I mean?
Was she Americanized? Like, grew up in America type of thing? Or was she...
Well, she came to Hawaii when she was about 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's kind of...
Yeah, she speaks full English. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's kind of Americanized.
Yeah, look, she knows what's going on. Yeah.
Have you had boyfriend trouble with maybe your past modeling career or your current music career?
Oh, yeah.
Has anybody ever made you pause, stop, or made you almost quit these careers?
Well, nobody can stop me from what I want to do. That's one thing I'll say about myself, but it's definitely been like a situation where I've been with a guy and he doesn't want me to go meet with this artist or this rapper or this person in the industry because, like I said, you know, he's intimidated or he's insecure, not realizing that I'm a really loyal person, you know what I mean? They're just looking at everything that person has that he doesn't have, you know, so it makes them insecure or they don't want me doing this or that, you know, just possessiveness. I have dealt with that.
Anybody tried to save you? Like, hey, you don't have to do this stuff anymore. I'll take care of everything.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Hardest part about being in a relationship and having a music career? Or just being in the industry because you used to model?
Yeah. Balancing stuff out, balancing out time with them, and then just, you know, your private life to public life. I keep those separate. Well, I try to, you know.